Okay, this is where the hot water heater, of course, was, and I pulled it out yesterday, and just some of the stuff in here, you know, they had it braced up with this 2x4 lane in here, and some of this other wood. So I'm going to, you know, redo this, fix this all up, and kind of mount the plumbing up where it should be. When I drained the heater last night, you can see the calcium that came out of it. So we've had a lot of that with it. So what I've done is I've actually have the heater over here, and I filled it with water and a little bit of vinegar and let it sit overnight. So I'm going to drain that in a little bit and flush it all out, and hopefully that'll get all the minerals out of it. I don't know when the last time it had been drained, so I'm going to be working on that this afternoon too, cleaning it up, and then I'm going to buy an electrical hookup for it that'll also run on electricity and propane. So we'll show you that as we go further along. Thanks. Alright, we're going to show you some more updates that we've got done. Right now I'm getting ready to put the heater in the furnace. I took the furnace out, cleaned it, went through it, got all of the dirt daubers and the wasp nest and everything out of it, and I'll show you the heater in a second. But what we did was there was a board underneath the heater that was kind of in bad shape, and the aluminum was, so I took all that out and I cut a new board, and we kilsed it and primed it and everything, and I put new aluminum down. And then I resealed the opening and primed all that. And we're going to go ahead and prime the floor. Just because this is a 2000 motorhome, and we've only had it for 2 years. And there's spots in the motorhome that are stained where spills have gone through onto the plywood. So we're going to go ahead and kills the floor before we put our laminate down, just to help with any odors or anything like that. So, but this is what we've done so far with the heater, and what we'll do now is we'll take you and show you what I've done to the heater. With the heater, when I had it out, I went ahead and cleaned all the electronic connections, and I took the circuit board out. It was full of hair, it looked like dog hair and dust mites and everything else in there. So I cleaned all that out, used the air compressor on it, cleaned out the inside of the fan, which was really dusty and dirty, and just went through the whole thing. There was some nest of dirt daubers in the vent, got them all out. And then all I've done really, just for my own sake, is on the heater box itself, because we're not using the real big heater hoses everywhere, I've just kind of put this heat tape on the box to kind of anywhere that heat can escape to force more air out of the vents into the hoses. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and mount this, and then I'll show you after I have it all back in. But let me go outside here and we'll show you what I've done with the hot water heater next. The heater is in. I've put it back. I've leveled it. I also put a new board under it, like I was showing you before, with the tin on it. I sealed up the box, got all the wiring in, got all the ductwork taped up, the ones that we're not going to use. This is the new ductwork that I have to run to these two outlets, but I can't put them on until the couch goes back in, because the couch, they have to go through the legs of the couch. So this is all ready. One thing that we have gotten done is, it's hard to tell with all the white in here, but all the beadboard's been painted. It's got 2 coats of just a little bit of an off-white. This is what we've done with these two, and the bathroom, and here. The first coat is on the cabinets, which is the same color white, but this is a high gloss and this is a satin. So this is the first coat, and we'll be putting the second coat on tomorrow. But that's what where we're at on the inside. Let's go outside and I'll show you a couple of things out there. Okay, as we were talking, you know, I took the hot water heater out. This floor was rotted in here. So I pulled the floor out, and then I found out that, you know, they did, when they mounted this board, they set it on top of the jacks, and then they screwed it down and forced it. Well, the screws are giving away, causing it to pop up. So I'm going to fix all this. I've added insulation up here, foam board insulation, glued in and screwed in. Those 2 pieces are for the other side. Now what I've done is, if you come down the side of the motorhome, every compartment I've done this to. I've pulled the floors out. I've got all new flooring to go in them. Primed, and 2 coats of Kilz primer, and then I picked up some $5 discount paint, not discount, but Vaspar paint at Lowe's that was a mist tint for somebody. And these are all my shelves here and in the garage there. And these will be going in tomorrow, and then we'll put some kind of a indoor-outdoor carpet on the top of it or something, just so it doesn't rattle with things in the motorhome. This is the hot water heater, and we're not going to put this one back in. This one is, you know, the motorhome was built January of 2000, so this is 11 years old. By the time I buy all the replacement parts to refurbish it, I can just about buy a new one, and then we're going to upgrade to a gas electric model. The hot water heater really isn't worth much, so, you know, like it is, it just, it'd be good for parts for somebody, but I'm just not going to put the money into it. So if anybody needs a hot water heater for their parts, I will be listing this on eBay shortly. Also, let me show you this here. This is the paint, like I said, I got at Lowe's for the floors for the compartments. And again, it was a $25 paint that was marked down to $5 because it was a mist tint. So good way to save some money on paint. Come on here in the garage here. It's kind of a mess, but this is the center console part that by the driver. And we really didn't like how it looked, so I put 2 coats of Kilz on it. We're going to try painting it a color of the walls and see how that looks and go from there. Also, if anybody needs a sink, shower doors, or a toilet, these will be going on eBay also. These are out of the motorhome. But over here we have all the cabinet drawers and doors. This is the door to the bathroom, and we're painting all this the high gloss white, Behr high gloss white, kind of a off color. But this is what that'll be, and then we let's see, behind my photographer here, here's our new kitchen sink, a round one. We got a faucet for it. And we did buy a countertop, but we have a new idea for a countertop. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise, kind of something different. So we'll show you that when we get ready to cut it and put it in. So that's where we are today, and we'll do another update shortly. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.